Shen Yue's shocking decision that left Dylan Wang heartbroken. Fame, love, and heartbreak often intertwine in the entertainment industry, creating stories that captivate millions. But few tales have left fans as stunned as the rumored fallout between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. Once celebrated for their undeniable chemistry, both on-screen and off, the two have now found themselves at the center of a heartbreaking revelation. One that allegedly left Dylan devastated and questioning everything. Today, we unravel the shocking decision made by Shen Yue, a decision that changed everything and left Dylan Wang heartbroken. To truly understand the weight of Shen Yue's choice, we must first revisit their long and complicated history. Ever since their time starring together in Meteor Garden, Dylan Wang and Shen Yue have been inseparable in the eyes of the public. Their natural chemistry and effortless camaraderie led to endless speculation about their relationship. Were they just co-stars, close friends, or something more? Fans were desperate to know the truth, and although neither ever confirmed anything publicly, their undeniable connection kept the speculation alive. Over the years, they continued to support each other. Whether it was through social media interactions, joint appearances, or subtle gestures that only the most observant fans would catch, it was clear that they shared something special. But as time passed, changes began to surface. Changes that would eventually lead to the heartbreaking moment that no one saw coming. At first, the signs were subtle. Shen Yue started appearing less frequently alongside Dylan Wang. Their interactions, once filled with playful banter and inside jokes, became more restrained. Public events that would normally see them exchanging knowing glances or secret smiles now felt distant, almost forced. Fans noticed the shift, but few could have predicted just how serious the situation had become. Then the whispers began. Industry insiders hinted that Shen Yue was facing a major personal and professional crossroads, one that required her to make a difficult decision. Some speculated that it involved her career. Perhaps she had been offered an opportunity that required her to step away from everything she had built with Dylan. Others believed that it was something even more personal, something that would not only affect her future, but also Dylan's in ways he never expected. As the rumors swirled, an unexpected development shook the fanbase to its core. Shen Yue, in a move that left everyone speechless, made an announcement. One that seemingly confirmed the worst fears of those who had been following her story with Dylan Wang. Although she kept the details vague, her words hinted at a major shift in her life, a choice that required her to walk away from something, or someone, that had once meant everything to her. The aftermath was immediate. The entertainment world erupted with speculation, trying to piece together the reasons behind her decision. What had happened behind the scenes? Had there been a falling out between her and Dylan? Had she chosen her career over love? Or was there something deeper at play, something too painful to reveal outright? But the one person who remained noticeably silent throughout it all was Dylan Wang. Unlike previous rumors, which he often brushed off with humor or indifference, this time was different. His absence from social media, his lack of response to Shen Yue's announcement, and his overall demeanor spoke volumes. Insiders claimed that he had been blindsided, that he had believed they would always find a way to stick together, no matter the challenges. For Dylan Wang, this was not just a professional loss, it was personal. Those closest to him revealed that he had always held a deep admiration for Shen Yue, one that went beyond what the public had seen. Whether it was friendship, love, or something in between, his connection to her had been genuine. And now, with her sudden decision, it felt as though everything had been ripped away without warning. More questions arose as fans desperately tried to understand the full picture. Some speculated that Shen Yue had chosen to leave the entertainment industry altogether, while others believed she had been pressured into making a choice she never truly wanted. A few even suggested that there were outside forces at play, whether from management, personal obligations, or hidden controversies, that had forced her hand. And then another bombshell dropped. Unconfirmed reports surfaced claiming that Dylan had tried to stop her decision, that he had pleaded with her to reconsider. Those close to the situation whispered that he had fought to keep their connection alive, offering compromises, solutions, anything to prevent her from walking away. But Shen Yue, despite whatever emotions she may have felt, had remained firm. Her mind was made up, and no amount of persuasion could change it. For Dylan Wang, this was a reality he had never prepared for. He had always envisioned a future where they would continue to navigate the industry together, supporting one another through every challenge. The thought of a life without Shen Yue in it, whether as a friend, a co-star, or something more, was almost unimaginable. And yet, that was exactly what he was now forced to accept. In the days and weeks that followed, the world watched closely. Would Dylan finally speak out? Would Shen Yue offer more clarity on her decision? But the silence only grew louder. Shen Yue, seemingly unaffected by the chaos her choice had caused, remained focused on whatever path she had chosen. Dylan, on the other hand, continued to keep his emotions guarded, offering no insight into the pain that many suspected he was experiencing behind closed doors. Fans, heartbroken by the situation, struggled to come to terms with what had happened. Some held on to hope, believing that this was only temporary, that somehow they would find their way back to each other. Others, however, accepted the painful truth. Shen Yue's decision had changed everything, and there was no going back. The entertainment industry is no stranger to heartbreak. Relationships, friendships, and partnerships often crumble under the weight of fame and expectations. But what made this situation particularly devastating was the uncertainty that surrounded it. The lack of answers, the lingering questions, and the undeniable sorrow in Dylan Wang's eyes all pointed to a story left unfinished. A love, a bond, a connection that had been severed before its time. Perhaps, in time, the truth would come to light. Perhaps one day, Shen Yue would share the real reason behind her choice, and Dylan Wang would finally be able to heal from the heartbreak. Until then, all that remained was speculation, unanswered questions, and the echoes of what once was. A connection that had captured the hearts of millions, now reduced to a painful memory. And so the world waits. Will Shen Yue's shocking decision be revealed for what it truly was? Will Dylan Wang ever recover from the heartbreak that followed? Or will this remain one of the greatest mysteries in the world of entertainment? A story of love, loss, and the painful choices that define our fates? Only time will tell. But just when the world thought it was over, a new twist emerged. One that no one saw coming. A cryptic message appeared on Dylan Wang's social media. Some things are worth fighting for. Was this his way of hinting at an unfinished story? Had Shen Yue's decision truly been final? Or was there more to be revealed? Fans held their breath, waiting for the next move. Then, without warning, Shen Yue deleted several old posts, ones that had once connected her to Dylan Wang. Was this closure or a silent message? The mystery deepened, and the world kept watching. Days later, Dylan Wang was spotted in public. Shen Yue was seen wearing a bracelet eyes that told a different story. From Dylan. Had he moved coincidence, or a sign that the story wasn't over yet? The surface. The next day, questions Dylan quietly liked an old photo of Shen Yue. Accident, or a message only she would understand. Minutes later, the like disappeared. But fans had already seen it.